Bonjour my friends, I'm Frankie. Welcome to Club Foodie. With or without having guests over, it is always nice to serve fresh bread along with the main course, especially when there's gravy or sauce in the dish. Making homemade bread can be challenging at first when you're not used to it, but here I have a very easy recipe for you to try. In today's episode, I'll show you how to make dinner rolls. The results from this uncomplicated recipe are amazingly delicious. The smell and the freshness should give you good reason to make bread more often at home. Oh, and don't be shocked if they disappear in a snap. So my friends, let's get cooking. In a bowl of a stand mixer, we'll start by adding dry active yeast, a cup of very warm water. But now be careful, it has to be around 105 degrees Fahrenheit. If it's too hot, you'll kill the yeast. And we'll also add a tablespoon of honey. I know, you don't see it in the video, but trust me, it's there. Alright, so we'll give a quick stir and let it sit for 15 minutes. So what should happen here is it'll start to bubble, foam will be created, and it will get thick. That's the indication that the yeast is alive and things are all good. But we'll not sit here and watch it for 15 minutes. Although I did it in the past, and I have to admit, it was hypnotizingly relaxing. I know, it's weird. Alright, back to the recipe. So in a small saucepan, we'll combine butter and milk. And we'll let it just melt the butter on medium-low. We don't want to get the mixture hot because it goes in with the yeast. And just like water, if it's too hot, we'll kill it. Back to the yeast. We'll add another tablespoon of honey, which this time you can see the shot, a couple teaspoons of herbe de Provence, which you can always substitute with Italian seasoning, a very small pinch of sea salt, flour, but not all of it, just 2 cups, and a warm buttermilk mixture. Next, with the dough hook attachment, we'll process on low, or speed 2, for 3 minutes. It will be very wet, and it's okay, we just started. So we'll clean the sides of the bowl using a spatula. Then we'll restart again for another 3 minutes, and halfway through, we'll add a tablespoon of flour and let it go until well incorporated. You might have to stop and clean when it needs it because it will still be too sticky to form a dough, but we'll keep adding a tablespoon of flour at a time, mix well, and clean if we have to. So we'll keep doing that until the dough has enough flour and starts pulling away from the sides. Then we'll knead it on speed 4 for 5 minutes. The dough will be slightly sticky and elastic. Next, we'll pour oil in a large bowl and spread it around with our hand. We'll place the dough in and cover with a clean dish towel. Then transfer to a draft-free place, which to me the best spot is in the oven without any heat on, of course. And we'll let it rise for about 1.5 hours or until it doubles in size. Here we have our work surface and we'll lightly flour it. Then transfer the dough on it. Now what we'll do is to form a rectangle about 1/2 inch thick. So to get 32 dinner rolls, we'll cut right down the middle, then across the middle, and we'll repeat that across the middle of each quarter. Then cut crossways to end up with 16 pieces. To finally cut each of them in half for a total of 32 pieces. Then we'll take a piece at a time and form a ball by folding the corners under. We'll transfer them to a baking sheet and making sure that none of them touch each other, but not too far apart either, so we get the dinner roll look. We'll cover and let them rise for 30 minutes. We'll brush an egg wash on top of each bun and transfer to a 375-degree preheated oven. We'll bake for 20 minutes or until golden brown.
We'll remove them from the heat and let them cool off a little bit. They will be too hot to handle. And my friends, this is how dinner rolls. Amazingly delicious, these light and tender dinner rolls are great to serve with your main course. These are perfect to have at any time, but even more so during the holidays or other special occasions. If you want to add a little extra flair and flavor, try sprinkling sesame seeds, poppy seeds, or sea salt after applying the egg wash. I hope you give it a try soon, and be sure to visit clubfoodie.com for ingredient amounts and more info. Until next time, my friends, bon appétit!